I've never driven a Ferrari F50 before today. Let's try and debunk some of the myths about a car that was considered too slow and uninteresting and ugly after the F40 and not even worthy of comparison with the McLaren F1. Because I think some of that is complete cobblers. That noise! Wow! Is all I can say. Wow! Manual gear change. I don't want to talk, I just want to enjoy the thing, but I have to talk. So, first things first, the engine, well, the block is from a Formula 1 car. It revs to 8,500 RPM and it's a V12. It's a carbon tub and the rear suspension is hanging from the back of the engine gearbox case. This is why we love cars, boys and girls. Why didn't people love this in the day? It's extraordinary. Oh, no ABS, no nothing. Sports cars should be like this. The chassis, well, quite a bit of understeer, I have to say. I'm sure you could dial some of that out with some setup changes. The steering is quite slow, it's unassisted, it's heavy, but it is a little bit slow-witted for me. But I just love it. The pedals close together, you just roll off the brake and onto the throttle. And I watch this tacho ahead of me, the needle flicking up to 8,500 RPM, and that noise, wow! Just wow! God knows how fast we're going, I'm not looking. Like a racing car, it feels like a racing car. The engine's from a racing car. I wish it didn't have this sort of low and medium speed understeer, but I'm sure some tyres or some setup could get rid of that. You just have to not hurry the car too much, get it into the turn, use that amazing traction on the way out. It's a real challenge to drive, but as you can see, I love it! I love cars. It's extraordinary. It's alive.
Now, as you can see, I got rather carried away in the moment with both of these cars. I did my best to try and break down the way they drove, but there's more I need to add without sort of wetting myself. The F50 is a stunner. It has the most desirable powertrain of any supercar, really, it does. It's not the fastest, but the way it revs, the noise it makes and the gear shift are the best of the best. You could see I was struggling a little second gear, but that was as much my fault as the need to do a little adjustment to the linkage. On the road, I thought the F50 was slightly less impressive because the engine only really comes alive above 5,000 RPM and you just can't use it properly. It also feels vast around the hips. But I'm so glad I've driven one hard now and can promise you it's a truly, truly great car. In many ways, it's more satisfying than the F40, but not greater. The F40 is the supercar to end all supercars. It isn't normally aspirated, and yet its turbocharging adds to the excitement. The only thing it really lacks is noise, but you have to believe me when I say that it sounds miles better in real life than it does on this film, even if the F50 is in another league for musical quality. I could go on about this car all day. I really could. Quite simply, for me, it's the one. On road, on track, frankly anywhere.